Today, an autistic person, me, is taking an autism test. And no, it's not gonna be like this kind of autism test.
Not overly affectionate.
And you're probably thinking, you're autistic? I didn't know that. Yes, I think it's quite common knowledge that if you watch my Wizard Plays videos that I have autism. I've been very open with that. Not kind of like this autism.
See, Peter, it wasn't so bad.
Yeah, except for having to sit next to that screaming autistic lady in the waiting room. I don't know what you want. I don't know how to help.
You know, I do have autism. I have struggles in, like, big struggles in the social aspect of my life. And I have several other problems, but I will not be revealing them publicly. But I decided to take a 10-minute autism test. Why? Because I'm bored. And I wanted to see if, like, one of these autism tests, I actually get the result that I am. If you want more silly videos like this, leave a like and leave a suggestion for a video that I want to do in the future. All right, we're starting the test. Disclaimer, we are not medical professionals. Yes, you are. This matters to me significantly. Okay, here we go. I prefer to do things with others rather than on my own. Now, this is hard because it depends what I'm doing, innit? If I am gaming, I actually like playing with people. Like, I don't really like doing solos in games. I'd rather play with someone. Like on Fortnite, I'd rather do duos and squads with my Wizard Plays friends. But in general, in like outside of gaming, I would rather do stuff on my own because I get stressed whenever I do. Even my best friend, James is my best friend in the whole world. He's great. Love him. But I get worried seeing him. Like after almost 15 years of knowing him, I still get worried. So I'm gonna go slightly agree just because of the stress of it. But like, it depends on the scenario. I prefer to do things the same way. So I have played, like I went through a 10-year cycle where all I played was Minecraft. That's literally Minecraft and Roblox. That's it. Now I'm in a phase where I only play Fortnite and Roblox. So like, I like doing the same thing over and over and over again. As a child, I used to watch WALL-E, my favorite movie of all time, over and over and over and over and over again. I like doing the same things over and over again, like in my daily routine. Like my week is recently, not really, but like mainly, it's the exact same thing day to day. And like, I like watching the same movies over and over again. I like playing the same games over and over again. I like talking about the same things over and over again. I look at news like on certain websites. So for example, I'm quite obsessed with the Ukraine war. I look at news every like half hour. I look at news and scroll through, and like that's been the same for years. During the COVID pandemic, I was obsessed with numbers because I'm a real numbers guy like my father. But like, yeah, no, 100%. I like doing the same thing over and over again. If I try to imagine something, I find it very easy to create a picture in my head. I do, but like, it depends. Like, I'm assuming we're meaning in like book things. Book senses, yes. Yeah, I'd say slightly agree. Like, just in general, I think I have quite a good imagination, but some things I struggle more with. I frequently get so strongly absorbed in one. This is literally what I just said. When I get obsessed with something, like for example, Disney, I absolutely love the theme parks. That's all I do. That's all I talk about. That's all. That's it. There's no other conversation for me. That's it. When I'm doing something, all I want to do is that. So if you're going, oh, Ben, you're going to worry about a Disney plan for the rest of the day, I only do that for the rest of the day, right? I get fully absorbed in things that I absolutely love. So absolutely. I often notice small sounds when, yeah. So like, I have this thing where I get really irritated by certain noises, especially high-pitched squeaking noises. And like, for example, in my old school, I complained because a light was making a funny noise and no one else heard the noise. Apparently, there was something wrong with the light, but no one else noticed except me because it was making a weird, funny noise. The reason why they've eventually found out because it started going like ever so slightly, and I was like, I can't be the only one that notices that. Anyway, I usually notice car number plates or similar strings of information. Car plates, no, I don't care about car plates. Like, I memorize certain facts in my head. And, like, yeah, I do, like, obsess about certain bits of information. Car plates isn't one. I get what it means. I do absorb certain facts, but only ones I'm interested in. Other people frequently tell me what I've said is impolite, even though I think it's polite. Yes, not very often. Yeah, actually, I'm lying to myself. Yeah, yeah. I typically think I'm a relatively nice guy. If you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. If you're not nice to me, why would I be nice to you? That's kind of my, like thing. If we're neutral, I'll be nice to you. But like that's kind of the thing. Like yeah. I can't really explain it other than just agree. Because sometimes when I do say things in front of my friends, which I'm trying to say as a compliment, they go, oh, that's too far. And I go, oh, is it? Is it? Okay, I'm sorry. I was just joking. And they were like, wow, that's happened a few times. With my friends, I try to be the nicest I possibly can to them. So sometimes when I do talk to you, and if I say something mean, 80% of the time, I don't mean it. When I'm reading a story, I can easily imagine what the characters might look like. Yeah, that's kind of going back to the other point. I am fascinated by dates. Right. I'm going to say slightly agree because I am when I care about them. So like during the Titanic, yes, I was there at the Titanic. No. When I was learning Titanic in like history class, I remembered the exact times when things happened. Like, oh yeah, at 2:13, like the lights went. Oh, by the way, I don't remember any of it now because my brain's now muffled. But at the time when I memorized them, I knew like every time, right? The Titanic sunk at 2:20, right? Like the last thing that like Thomas Edison did was at 1:40, was in the first class lounge, right? I am very good at remembering facts when I care about them and dates when I care about them. If I don't, I won't remember. Like in a social group, I can easily keep track of several different people's conversations. Just focus on one thing, innit? I'm terrible at multitasking in conversations. Like sometimes I can get it, but like if I'm talking to someone and then someone else is talking about something completely different and then someone else is talking about something completely different, I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. I find social situations easy. No. I stress about seeing my own friends, even talking to my own family. There's only 3 members of my family that I feel completely comfortable talking with. And like, even then, like I still go, oh, am I saying the right things? Am I boring them? Like, yeah, I find that really, really difficult. I just can't talk to people. Online's different, but even online, I don't like joining the voice channels immediately because I get worried about what I have to say. I tend to notice details that others do not. That's kind of back to like the light situation. If someone's done something ever so slightly different with their hair and I care about them, I'll go, what on earth did you do with your hair? Like, I'll notice little things if you do them. Like once my mum said, come into a room. It was the living room. And she said, what have I done? And I went, you've changed. Like, you fixed the pillow. And everyone was like, what? And my mum was like, yeah. It's little things. If I care about it, I'll notice. I would rather go to a library than a party. I'd rather go to neither. I don't really like reading. It's just, I like reading about things that I care about, but like, would I read a book? I don't know. If there was a neutral, I'd go neutral. I'm gonna go slightly disagree because at least at a party, like sometimes my friends have said, come to this party and it's like 3 people and we just play Fortnite. Like, I'd rather do that. I find making up stories easily. Oh yeah, like I think my imagination is quite good. I would say so. I find myself drawn more strongly to people than to things. Depends if I care about them. I would say slightly more to people because I like certain people. So like in the Disney world, I was obsessed with Bob Iger for a while because he was the CEO of Disney. I would say so because like I don't really care. Like this is going to be a very unpopular opinion. I hate David Attenborough documentaries because I just look at them and go, how on earth is this the most popular show? Because I don't care, right? And David Attenborough, oh, he seems like a really nice man, but like, oh, he drags on. I tend to have very strong interests, which I get upset. Oh yeah. Like back to the other points. I enjoy social chit chat. Absolutely not. I hate my worst nightmare is just casual chit chat. Like once, like we were at a family event and I was left in the room like alone with my granddad, and I was like, oh no, what do I do? I don't know what to do. And I was like, ah, so your grass looks nice. That was what I came up with. My friend that I knew during COVID, his name's Toby. He actually lives nearby me. He came to my house and like I had to like egg myself up to meet him. When I did, he was talking, and then when there was silence, I went, I like your bike. It's got good gears. If you think I'm making this up, I really wish I was. When I talk, it isn't always easy for others to get a word in edgeways. When I'm passionate, I will admit that I waffle. Like, but I do let other people talk. I'm fascinated by numbers. Yes, again, it goes back to the point. It depends. When I'm reading a story, I find it difficult to work out the character's intentions. Ooh. So when I read Harry Potter, nah. I would say I know the characters, unless it's a twist. I would say slightly disagree. I don't particularly enjoy reading fiction. Now, fiction is made up things, non-fiction is not. I keep having to remind myself that. I like reading fiction. When I do read fiction, I enjoy reading it. I prefer facts rather than fiction, but like, I do like reading fiction. I find it hard to make new friends. Oh yeah, don't even get a start of it. Like, don't even, like, yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Have I made a new friend in the last 5 years? Yeah, but online ones, not really in real life. The last time I made an in real life friend was, oh boy, 2018. I don't want to talk about it. Like, I notice patterns and things all the time. Yep, that goes back to the thing that, like, in before. Actually, my careers advisor at my university said, oh, you should go into like data processing because you're actually really good at noticing patterns in the data. And I was like, yeah, I could. And now I just do Benjamin Frazzle-Dazzle videos. I would rather go to the theater than a museum. Oh yeah, like I'm not going to a museum. Why? Like I look around and I go, oh, that's cool. Dinosaurs are cool, right? I look at the bones and go, wow, that's sick. But like, I don't care who invented like a bin like lid. I don't care. Like, I don't care, right? In the nicest possible way. I don't care who first invented like a fork. I don't care. Like, it's here. Like, I don't need to know the history of it. I was terrible in certain history things. It does not upset me if oh no, it does upset me. It upsets me a lot. I frequently find that I didn't know how to keep a conversation. Oh yeah. I don't even want to look. Like, yeah. I find it easy to read between the lines when someone is talking to me. Oh no. Like, with my mum, yes. With my dad, yes. With my grandma, yes. With anyone else, no. Like, I will say I don't find it easy, but I do occasionally. But for the most part, no. I usually concentrate more on the whole picture rather than on the small detail. I always, like, if I get 98% in a paper, I'm gonna go, why did I not get those 2%? I'm gonna go, oh no, what happened, right? Like, what happened? If I read a huge story and they like someone asks me, what do you think? Oh, you misspelled this in like line 50. I will be that guy. I'm going to be that guy who's annoying, who will point out the tiny little details. I'm not very good at remembering phone numbers. Oh, I can't remember phone numbers. Like, I can't remember any phone numbers, like, at all, but I don't care. Like, they're on my phone. Like, I could just go ring, ring. You know, it's a Benjamin Frazzle-Dazzle video and it's my iPad, but you get the point. Like, I don't need to, so I don't. I don't usually notice small changes in some. Oh, no, I do usually notice. That's going back to, like, the point from earlier. I know how to tell if someone listening to me is getting bored. So, if there was a neutral, I would do it. I'm gonna say slightly agree, because, like, I overestimate, like, I always think everyone's getting bored whenever I talk to them. So if you didn't know, I have quite a low self-esteem. My least favorite person on the planet is me. I stand by that. But, so I think everyone's getting bored of what I'm saying all the time, which is why I constantly have to go, you're not getting bored, are you? Like, yeah. I find it easy to do more than one thing at once. I can do more than one thing at a time. Like, I once played Survival Craft, watched The Traitors, did Clash of Clans for my mum and was writing up a list at the same. I could do multiple things at the same time. Like, that's not a bother for me. When I talk on the phone, I'm not sure when it's my turn to speak. Yeah. Like, I usually wait until there's a dead pause and then I talk. I enjoy doing things spontaneously. No. If it's spontaneous, give me 24-hour notice. Like, you know, if you're like, once my dad came into our house and went, "Oh, we're going to Inverness," and I was like, "No, no, I don't want to. Why are we doing that?" We did eventually, but we took 2 days to plan it. Like, I was like, "No, we need to plan it." He was like, "All right." You know, I don't like, with the exception of birthdays and Christmas, I don't like surprises. I am often the last to understand the point of a joke. I'm always the last to understand the point of a joke. I don't get jokes. Like, I don't understand of the humans talking. Like, but like, I'm just kidding. But with all jokes aside, like, I don't really understand like 75% of the jokes that are told of me. I just laugh and go, ha 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 ha. I find it easy to work out what someone is thinking or feeling just by looking at their face. It depends who it is. If it's someone that I know when someone, again, if there was a neutral, I'm gonna put slightly agree, because I think in general, if someone looks sad, I go, "Oh no, what's up?" You know? Like, but sometimes if someone's talking in an annoyed tone, I don't get it. Or like, sometimes they're annoyed and I don't know why they're annoyed, and you know? If there is an interruption, I can switch back to, yes, yeah, in the most part, I can just switch back. I'm good at social, we've already had this question. No, I'm not. People often tell me that I keep going on and on about the same. That goes back to the points earlier. When I was young, I used to enjoy playing games involving pretending with other children. But I didn't pretend with any, I had imaginary friends. Not with other children, though. With like, well, actually, that's not true, because like, I did have a friend in primary 2 and we used to, you know what, I'll say agree because it has happened occasionally, but like, actually, I'll say slightly agree. Because it has happened, but not very often. I like to collect information about categories. It depends if I'm passionate about it. Yes. If I am, no, if I'm not. I find it difficult to imagine what it would be like to be someone else. Yes. Like, I can't imagine being anyone else other than me. Like, actually, I'll say slightly agree, because like, sometimes I want to be someone else. But like, yeah. I like to carefully plan any activities. Oh yeah, sorry. If I'm involved in a plan, you're getting a huge spreadsheet. Like, yeah. I enjoy social occasions. No, I don't. What? I don't look forward to them. Once they've actually happened, I do. With my friends. I don't like with classes. But like, for example, 2 of my, their family friends, they live in England. Like, whenever they come up, I go, "Oh, I'm not looking forward to it," you know, because I'm worried about the social interaction. Once I've actually had a chance to, like, we can play games, we go on a walk, whatever. Once they leave, I'm like, yeah, that was fun. But I don't look forward to it. Like, that's the same with my best friends. When I go, like, when on the odd occasion that I do go out with them, I go, I'm not looking forward to it. But once I come back, I'm like, oh yeah, that was awesome. Like, you know, I find it difficult to work out people's intentions. Again, that goes back to previous points. Like, it depends who. New situations may, oh yeah, any new situation makes me anxious. Like, I don't think I need to go on about how sad I feel sometimes and scared I feel about things. I enjoy, oh hell no, I do not enjoy meeting new people. Like, once I've met them and once I get to know them, it's nice. But I don't like meeting new people. I hate it. Like, the first day of university genuinely was one of the worst days of my life. Like, I despised it. I worried about it all day. I looked at my clock going, oh, we're so close, please. We've only got 7 hours and 59 minutes to go out of the 8-hour day, you know? I am a good diplomat. A diplomat. I totally know what a diplomat means. Diplomat. Alright. A diplomat is a professional appointed by a state. Oh, like a leader. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like, I thought, by the way, hand on heart, I thought Isn't that like organizing things? But I had to quadruple check. Like I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I thought I was like a leader role. I like taking more of a leader role because then I get more charge. Like, I take charge, which means I can plan what we do when we do it, you know? And I think I'm quite good at it. Like, I run wizard plays. I think I do quite a good job. Like, I'm not very good at remembering people's date of birth. If I care, I will remember. Right? I know my best friend's is the 23rd of July. I know, you know, I know my parents. I know some of my family members. I know my grandma's 3 days after mine, right? I know things like that, but I don't memorize them. Like, I have reminders on my phone for that. I don't need to memorize them. I'm gonna say I'm not very good at remembering people's date of birth, but the reason for that is I don't need to. Like, that's kind of like, I have reminders for that. I find it very easy to play games with children that involve pretending. Okay, so this kind of goes back to the fact, like, I'm more imaginative. So I've grown up with a lot of, like, younger cousins and, like, younger family friends, right? And I would say I'm better and, like, more friendly with my younger cousins than I am with my older ones. The simple reason for that is my younger ones like to play pretend. They like to do, like, certain games. They like to, like, run around. And I'm better at that. I'm better at acting silly. I'm better at, like, that kind of thing. I'm worse when it comes to my older cousins because they want to talk. And I can't talk to people very well. So I will say I find it way more easier. All right. I am very likely to have autism. Really? Really? Am I very likely to have autism? Yeah. Social skill. 5 out of 10! That's generous. 5 out of 10. Attention switching. Yeah, I agree with that. Wait, oh, sorry. This is like links to autism. Okay, I get it. I was like, I do not have a 9 out of 10 communication. If it's a problem, this is low then. Sorry, that should be a lot higher. Like, yeah. Do people with autism not have imagination? Again, whenever you meet one autistic person, that doesn't mean you've met every single one in it. Right, thank you all so much for watching. That was fun. Like, I enjoyed taking that. I'm sorry, like, if you guys like waffling videos, this is the kind of video that you'll love, right? I just waffled for, I don't even know, I could check the recording, 20 minutes. Like, I've just waffled for 20 minutes. And if you want me to take another test, leave a comment down below. Someone said, like an innocent test. I'll happily take that. Like, because I think I'm quite innocent. Or I was, until Wizard Plays ruined it for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in. You're all the goats. Cheers, guys.